be seated.
Hello, Your Honor. This is the case of Thomas Fields versus Armster Griffin.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone.
Good day, y'all.
Ms. Thomas, you are here today along with your daughter, Ms. Fields, seeking the results of a paternity test on the defendant's 5-month-old son, Cameron. You claim that Ms. Armster is promiscuous, had sex with other men around the time she conceived, and is lying to trap your son into believing he is her baby's father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Ms. Armster, you are here with the plaintiff's son, Mr. Griffin.
Yes, Your Honor.
You believe you were pregnant by Mr. Griffin before you had sex with another man, and the only reason his family is denying paternity is because they hate you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Griffin, you have your own doubts about whether you are Cameron's father and feel completely torn between your family and your girlfriend.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, now, Ms. Thomas, why do you believe Ms. Armster is trying to trap your son?
Your Honor, Miss Armster has no home training, and she has a bad reputation in our town. And she has never had a man in her life. He's the only man that has ever loved her.
So your son loves Ms. Armster?
Yes.
But so why is it that you all are not approving of that?
My son was in high school and came home and told me that she was pregnant. But they had broken up for 4 months. And then she all of a sudden pops back up saying,
It wasn't a pop-up,
you
we
popped
broke
back up
up.
somewhere, you had left.
No,
but my
we
son
broke
said that
up.
she said
We
that
broke
she was
up.
pregnant. She come back saying that she's
We
pregnant.
broke up. Jason and me
So
broke up.
what you're saying is she got pregnant during this time that she and your son had broken up, so you don't know who the father could be.
That's right. I got other
That's
grandkids,
the
and that baby
problem.
don't look nothing like the rest of them. Look at his hairline. Look at that baby hairline. I know my grandchildren.
So, Ms. Armster, tell me, you were sleeping with more than one man.
No.
Correct.
This is the...
And that's why the paternity is at issue.
No.
She wants to live
The
off my
reason-
son, Your Honor.
Issue,
She wants to
and
just
why
live
I
off
need
my
to
son.
find out if he's mine or not because of the fact that she was with another man at
And
the
on
time.
top
I
of
was
that,
with
Your
one.
Honor, I had to
Well,
come
we
in
You
was
were with
broken
more
up.
than
No,
one. I
we
couldn't
was
name
broken
them.
up.
I couldn't name them.
Okay, but let me get some order. Ms. Armster, what I'm trying to get you to understand is that broken up or together, I'm not claiming you were cheating on him. I don't know whether you were cheating or if you weren't, but if you sleep with more than one man unprotected during a period of time, the time of conception, then they both could potentially be the father of your child.
That wasn't the time of conception.
Okay, during the time of conception, who were you sleeping with?
Him.
Just him?
Just him.
Now, Mr. Griffin, do you believe that as well, or do you have some doubts?
Well, I have my doubts as well because I wasn't around her a lot of the time during the conception of him. And I feel this way because it's been going on so long, I really need to find out. And I believe her and what she's saying, but I don't think my family would lie to me and, tell me anything wrong to set me off track. And I just really hope that I can get this and get my life back together. I want to go to college. I want to do special things for my son. And I don't feel like I'll be able to do that if we continue fighting like this.
So you understand that this is an unhealthy environment for a child?
Yeah, it's a very unhealthy environment for my child. But like I said, I feel like it will quiet things down for us. We've been fighting like this
I don't
since
think
he
it
was born.
will. I don't think it will. I don't. Because they've been targeting my son from jump. Since Cameron was even born. I didn't even get to push him out. And they mama called the hospital talking about, don't sign the birth certificate. I'm trying to trap you.
Tell me how you signed his name on the birth certificate.
I didn't sign
Yes, you
nothing.
did.
I didn't
Yes,
sign
you did.
nothing. I asked Jason, I said, Jason, do you want me to fill out the paper? He said yes. He said yes. I said out the paper, his name don't show up
You
on
signed
none.
it, though. He
And the confirmation birth has nothing to do with Jason. Jason's name not on it. He went back and told his mama or whoever he told, and then now she going around telling everybody I forged his name on the birth certificate.
Excuse me, forged my name, but I did say I
Okay,
didn't
let
sign
me
it.
recap this, and I'm going to come to you, Ms. Fields. So you're in the hospital. You have the baby. Was Mr. Griffin there?
Yes.
You were
Yes,
there.
I was, Your Honor.
So you're there for the birth of the baby, and then
Yes, I
your
was.
mom calls and says, don't sign the birth certificate. And what do you do?
Well, I didn't sign it, but I did not sign it because of what my mom said. I signed it for my own reasons. I didn't know for sure if he was mine or not, and I didn't want to have to go through a lot of things that people were telling me, like it was going to be very hard for you to get the name changed or do a lot of things if he's not yours and you find out all late. So I was really planning on getting a paternity test much sooner, but since I'm here now, I'm trying to get it over with.
All right.
Your Honor.
So, Ms. Thomas, you admit that you gave your son that advice to not sign the birth certificate until he had a DNA test.
That's right. I want to bring him here to paternity court and get a DNA
But the
done on the
DNA
child
test ain't for
because
her. It
I
ain't
didn't
for
know
them. Like,
whether this is my son's
it
child or not
doesn't
because she
matter.
is so
Like,
promiscuous
it's not
in our
it's
neighborhood.
not their choice. It's not their choice. That DNA
And
test
it's not
ain't
your
for
right
them.
to put a child on my son.
All right,
either.
let's get some order.
Your Honor.
Your Honor.
Yes, Ms. Fields, I promised
Okay.
it was coming to you. Yes,
She was
ma'am.
homeless. I took her in my residence
She's
when she
still
was
homeless.
6 months pregnant, okay? I cared for her and her unborn child. I'm not here to bash her, because first of all, as a woman, I would want to see her do well. And on top of that, if that's my nephew, yes, I'm gonna step up as an auntie and help raise my nephew. On top of that, I would want my brother to be a man and take care of his responsibility. But we have no choice to be here today for a paternity test because of the rumors and how she carried herself as a woman. That's all
So
I'm saying.
obviously, at some point, you cared about her because you took her into your home.
I took her in, and my family basically bought all her baby items, and although...
So you cared about this young woman at some point. You took her into your home. She's 6 months pregnant with nowhere to go. You took her into your home.
Yes, Your Honor. And on top of that, I had gotten a phone call from this older guy that she was living with. He basically told me she slept in the same bed with him.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Miss Armster, what is your response to these allegations? Have you been sleeping around with different men? What is going on?
I said one person at the time we broke up. One person.
So in your mind, there's no one else that could be the father of this
Nobody
child.
else.
You're certain of that?
I'm certain.
Your Honor, it was
And
other
since
guys that pulled up at
Cameron's
my mom's
been
house.
born, have they treated him well,
No.
like family?
Yes,
No,
we
they
have.
have
Yes, we
not.
have, Your Honor.
Let me
Yes, we
tell
have.
you
We
the
just-
incident
we
that just
decided
happened
to
a few
stop.
days
Okay,
ago.
one at a time. Miss Armster.
Like, everybody just straight dog him. It ain't his. The baby look like this, the baby look like that. They don't even want my son
And then you
around.
need to cut it
They
out.
don't want him around. They don't like my son. My son ain't did nothing to nobody. They don't have to want him. The only reason why he got a DNA test is for him, for his daddy. That's it. I can care less what they think about him or me, but that's my son. Just like they care about their kids, I care about mine.
Just like you lied about the doctor's appointment when you was living with me about you had to be at the doctor at 10 o'clock when I pulls up at my mom's house at 10:30. Where's the knee? Right there at my mom's house, right?
Okay.
You lied about your appointments.
I can go, but I go to my doctor's appointment. I go
Well,
to.
you don't go to your doctor's
appointment.
appointment.
I
You
go
was
to
sleeping
him.
around.
You don't go to your doctor's
You was
appointment.
sleeping around. Jason
Okay.
didn't even know where you was. He thought you was at your
So,
doctor's appointment.
Mr. Griffin,
Other men's
you
claiming to
got
be
your
the baby father.
family and your girlfriend. They at odds. Over you, over the paternity surrounding an innocent child. You've been living with this?
I've been living with this for about almost a year now. I mean, it's been chaotic as well for me. Like, I gotta hear this every day. And it's not only coming from my girlfriend, who I've been with for 4 years, it's coming from my mom. And she's known me all my life. And I just don't like to see us fighting like this as a family, including while I have a son here. Like, he gotta grow up knowing that we was fighting like this and we was going through all this commotion and we couldn't get it together on our own. That's why I'm like, I'm really glad I'm here because this needed to come out and we needed to get this passed.
Do
have a
you
reputation.
have any proof that your girlfriend, Miss Armster, was sleeping around with different men besides the one she told you about? Do you have any proof that your girlfriend, Miss Armster, was sleeping around with different men besides the one she told you about?
No, ma'am, I have no
Do
proof.
you have any proof or any recollection during the time of conception? Were you all on or off, or did you hear about her sleeping with somebody else during that time?
I did hear about her sleeping with somebody at that time. We was off, if you would say. And it really was through the whole town. Like, you know, everybody has something to say about it, whether I go from my house to the recreational center or to just normal places I normally be at. Somebody has something to say about it.
Yeah, and I tell my son, other men are claiming to be this baby's father.
Other men?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. They don't
They're
popped up at
claiming
my-
that they are the child's father.
Yes, and she just told my
You
son.
say men, that's plural.
Men.
How many?
Men.
4 at the most that I know.
They
Four of them.
are popping up at
They
my
all-
mom's house at one particular time. Unique was at my mom's house,
And
and
she went
this
and
guy
told-
had pulled up, and he asked her how was the baby doing. She was like, "Oh, just fine, holding the baby," trying to run away from the baby because that's one of the guys that was
running away
claiming
from
to be
man
the baby
that
father.
was asking, and I told my son, and she
Who?
said, I said I'm gonna tell my son about it, but she got a hold of my son before I did, and she hollering. Well,
So hold on. You're claiming that 4 other men
Yes.
are claiming
yes, it
to
could be others out there.
It may be others, but she's known
You know,
as
They
Miss
got all
Kelly.
this time on their hands. I don't see. They got all this
She
time on their
Miss
hands.
Kelly. That's what
I ain't
I'm
see it.
I'm on a disability.
Let's get some order. You're telling me that 4 other men are claiming to be this child's father.
On top of
Her own
her sister
sister
saying
said-
that this not her baby.
This is
Her
not
own
my son.
her own
sister?
sister.
All right, Miss Armster, your own sister is now going around the town saying that
She
Mr.
knows.
Griffin is not the father of your
Me
child.
and my sister, this is how it went. Me and my sister was arguing. We was fighting. We had fell out for some reason, like we always do. And
She don't even
She
want
got
you around
mad.
my
She
son.
got-
'cause
she got
think
mad.
you want him for yourself.
she got mad.
Miss
So-
Thomas, look, I gotta say, it seems like a lot of rumor going around. Has anybody actually seen this young woman do something, or just people around town just talking about her and you believing it?
From the statement she told me, admitting herself that she had slept with this older guy, yeah.
You know, I'm just here to see is this my grandson or not.
Okay.
This been going on ever since my son met her. It just been chaos with them because they don't have no respect. They just don't have no kind of upbringing or something. It just been just
And
a
taking
problem
the
with
baby
them.
in
But
and
you
out of these men's
also, Miss
hotels.
Thomas, you told the court that you raised your son right. He stands there. He's a well-spoken young
Oh,
man.
yes.
He seems respectful. And yet this is the woman he chose.
Yes. And yeah, this is the one.
I mean,
but I don't
it's
have
no
nothing-
condemnation
Yeah. I
on
don't
you,
have
Miss
nothing to do with
Armster.
he
What I'm
chooses.
saying is if you love and believe in your son and you trust him and you think he's a good person, couldn't there be something good in this young lady that maybe you're missing?
They don't want him to make his own
He felt
decision.
he felt sorry for her because she was homeless.
She was
If
homeless.
he felt sorry, he could have said that. Jason tell
That's
me
what
anything.
he told me out of his own mouth. He said,
But
Mama,
he
I felt
said,
sorry
wait a
for him.
minute,
I
Mr.
never
Griffin, you
said
said
that.
you've been with her for what, 4 or 5 years?
4.
4 years.
He felt sorry for her for 4
You
years.
felt-
I felt sorry for her for 4 years.
He been feeling sorry
Miss
for her
Thomas,
for 4 years. I mean,
It's only so long that feeling sorry for her feeling gonna work. After a while, he must genuinely have some feelings for her, do you?
Of course I love her. I mean, come on, I've been through here since he was born. I've been through here since before he was born. And times that I needed her, she was there for me, and in times she needed me, I was there for her.
So what are your hopes for today?
I want him to be my son. I want to be there for him like I've already been. And I don't want to stop that just
So
because.
you've been a father to him so far.
Yes.
Has he, Miss Armster?
Yes, he has, with no doubt about it.
well, if this is my son, I would like to, try to get a custody of him.
Wait,
Custody of him.
that's a very strong statement.
Because neither one of
Because
y'all
she's
is.
from house to house. She don't
Yeah,
have
taking
no
He
my-
not taking my baby
taking
from me.
him-
I don't care what.
Taking him back
Ain't
and
nobody
forth to,
taking my son.
men's houses.
Ain't nobody
She
taking
don't have
my
a stable
son.
place to stay.
Ain't nobody taking my son.
Okay, so how you fed the
Ain't
baby the other day
nobody
with
taking my
Kool-Aid and
baby
candy?
from me, man.
She fed the baby
Straight
with
up.
Kool-Aid and candy.
Ain't
the other day.
nobody taking my son.
Let's get some order.
She was spitting Kool-Aid out of her mouth into the baby's
Ain't
mouth, and
nobody
she was
taking my
chewing up
son,
candy,
man.
putting it in Cameron's
Someone
mouth.
trying to take my
and the
baby,
baby is
man.
only 5 months old.
Your woman trying to take my
Hold
baby.
on. You said you witnessed her feeding the
Yes.
baby Kool-Aid
She
and
drank out of
candy.
a cup and spit it in the baby's mouth. And then she took some nail at it and chewed it up in her mouth, and she stuck it in the baby's mouth.
You smiling, Miss Armster. Is this true?
Yes, that's true. That is true. I was just
So,
giving him food.
Miss Armster, let me say this right now. No matter what the results are today, this court is going to strongly suggest and encourage that you take some parenting classes.
All right.
Because it's important. Let's strip all of this, I'm so tough, and all this banging on the podium. Let's get past all that.
baby.
The point is you're a mother. And if you don't know how to raise a child, it's okay to just say, I don't know what I'm doing,
Okay.
and ask for help.
All right.
It's okay.
Okay.
And we are willing to provide those resources for you.
Okay.
Because we just want to make sure Cameron has the best upbringing that he possibly can, what he deserves.
All right.
It's time to go to the results. Jerome, I'm ready for the results. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Thomas and Fields versus Armster and Griffin, as it pertains to 5-month-old Cameron Armster, Mr. Griffin, you are not his father.
Mama, don't do that.
Mr. Griffin, I know this wasn't the answer you wanted to hear.
I've been everything for him. Everything. I'd do anything for him.
And
I
he's a
still wanna be
beautiful
there for
little
him.
boy.
Yeah, he's
But he's not
And
yours.
you've said you
I
loved
still
his
want to be
mother.
there for him.
The truth gonna
Ms.
come out.
Armster,
Yes.
do you have any idea who?
The other person, that's it.
Yana, I would like to say on behalf of my family, I will still be here and give her the help that she needs.
I don't trust him around my son.
Listen, for a person that has been so untrustworthy, you got a lot of nerve standing up here talking about who you don't trust around your son. It's an unnecessary chip that you carrying on your shoulder because you put it there.
It's not towards him, it's towards them.
But my point is this: haven't their suspicions rung true in this courtroom? Everything that they suspected and what they worried about is true. Do you get that?
Yes.
Okay, I appreciate you just admitting that. We must learn how to move forward. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Court is adjourned. Miss Armster, step up to the bench, please. Now listen, Mr. Griffin hasn't made any promises, and I know you have hard feelings with Miss Fields and Miss Thomas, and it's been a difficult road. I get that, okay? But don't be so prideful that you just cut off your nose to spite your face. You got 2 women who will help you, okay? The baby deserves it. Cameron deserves it, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right.